My sister-in-law copied our baby name plan, but she had no idea we set a trap. My sister-in-law, Maya, has treated everything in my life like a contest since the day I married her brother Jake. When we got engaged, she tried to pull attention back to herself. When we bought a house, she suddenly decided she needed one too. So when we both got pregnant around the same time, I knew she was going to turn that into a competition as well. She was due 2 weeks before me, and the second our family found out we were expecting, she locked onto one thing. She wanted our baby name. At first, she acted casual about it at family dinners. She'd smile and ask if we'd picked anything yet. Then she'd laugh and say, "Come on, just one hint." When we brushed it off, she stopped pretending it was harmless. She started showing up at our house without warning. She'd go straight into the nursery, looking around too carefully, touching folded blankets, opening drawers, picking up baby books, making little comments like she was only being helpful. If I left the room for even a minute, I'd come back and catch her staring at our boards or peeking at notes on the counter. She even got my mother-in-law involved. Suddenly, I was getting calls saying sharing the name would be sweet and bring the family closer. That only made me more sure Maya was hunting for it. Jake kept saying I was reading too much into it. Then one afternoon, I walked into the kitchen and caught her going through our mail. She had baby magazines and registry envelopes in her hands and looked like a teenager caught cheating on a test. She laughed it off and said she thought one piece was hers. It wasn't even close. That was when I knew I wasn't being paranoid. She wanted our name badly enough to snoop for it, and if she found it first, she'd use it. So I stopped trying to hide from her and decided to feed her exactly what she wanted. I made fake inspiration boards full of names I'd never use. I left a notebook on the kitchen counter with "Final Choice" written across the top, and under it I wrote Aurora Rose. I even added little hearts around it because I knew Maya loved dramatic names. Then I went one step further. I asked my mom to call me while Maya was over for dinner. I put the phone on speaker just enough for Maya to hear and said, "Yes, we're set on Aurora. I know, it fits our family perfectly." Maya didn't say much that night, but I saw her eyes go right to that notebook the second she thought I wasn't looking. After that, she started testing me. At brunch, she'd say, "Aurora is such a beautiful name, don't you think?" At my baby shower, she said she could picture a baby Aurora wrapped in one of the blankets. Every time, I acted awkward and quiet, like she'd almost uncovered something real. That only made her bolder. She started smiling this smug little smile whenever baby names came up. Meanwhile, Jake finally started noticing the pattern. He saw how often she circled back to that one name, and how she'd watch my face every time she said it. By then, our real choice was already set. We'd picked Zara months before, ordered custom nursery letters, and saved screenshots from the day we chose it. I kept all of it off social media and out of sight. 2 weeks later, Maya went into labor. About an hour after the baby was born, she posted a photo from the hospital with a caption that made me laugh out loud. "Welcome to the world, Aurora Rose." She'd done it. She had actually stolen the bait and rushed to claim it before we gave birth. My phone started buzzing with relatives sending the post around, and even Jake just stared at the screen. The next day, we went to visit her at the hospital. The second I walked into the room, Maya had this bright, satisfied look on her face. She adjusted the blanket around the baby, looked right at me and said, "I hope you don't mind that we used Aurora. When she was born, it just felt right." She waited there, smiling, clearly expecting me to look crushed. Instead, I pulled out my phone, opened our real board, and turned the screen toward her. Zara, Luna, Indy, our real name list. Date stamped from months ago. Then I said, calm as I could, "We've been set on Zara since my second trimester. The nursery letters are already ordered." Maya's smile dropped so fast it almost looked painful. She stared at the screen, then at me, then back at the baby in her arms. "But you had it written down," she said. I held her gaze and said, "I know you've been snooping, so I gave you something to find." The room went completely still, and for the first time since I've known her, Maya had absolutely nothing to say. Now my family is saying I went too far with the fake name. Was I wrong?